All right, so we're back with another video. Shout out to my 2 subscribers. Today in this video, we're making banana bread. So the first thing that I'm attempting to do is the whole parchment paper situation. I'm trying to, I guess, get the parchment paper to perfectly fit into the pan so that the banana bread doesn't stick. But as you can see, I was struggling with it. So I had to try it twice to get the parchment paper together. And I still never actually got it together, but that's okay. All right, so now we're mixing the brown sugar and the sour cream together. I used 1 cup of dark brown sugar and 1/3 cup of sour cream, and then I mixed that with the hand mixer until everything was like all incorporated, I guess is the word I'm looking for. There's another word, but I can't think of it right now. So we're just gonna go with all incorporated for now. So next we're adding 2 eggs, but you have to add each egg once at a time. And so basically what I'm doing right now is just adding all the wet ingredients. And I was supposed to add the butter too in the beginning, but I ended up adding the butter like last after the eggs. And that kind of messed it up a little bit because the butter, it was like still kind of separating a little bit from the actual mixture. You'll see that in a second. But yeah, I probably should have added the butter in like at around this time. But you know, it's whatever. I'm not perfect. This is just an attempt to recreate Carla from Bon Appetit, her banana bread recipe. So the real ones know about Bon Appetit and their downfall specifically. So Bon Appetit was that girl back in the day. Like we know Carla, Claire was that girl with the gourmet recipes. Like she would remake stuff gourmet. Oh, hold on. Back to the recipe. We'll talk about Claire in a second. Right now I'm adding the dry ingredients. I'm adding some flour, some all-purpose flour, 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. And then we're also adding 1 1/4 teaspoons of baking soda. And then the recipe called for 3/4 teaspoons of kosher salt, but we didn't have any kosher salt, but we had sea salt. So I kind of had to eyeball it because, you know, you got to be careful with sea salt because it would make stuff too salty. So now we're just mixing it again with the hand mixer, making sure everything's, you know, united as one. But anyway, back to Claire. Claire is my fave, but they had Claire busting her ass trying to make gourmet Takis and gourmet gummy bears and all that kind of shit. But you know, she did what she had to do. They worked her to death. Who else was on there? Brad. But y'all probably don't watch Bon Appetit anymore because they were canceled. I'm not exactly, I don't remember exactly what it was, but I know it had to do with racism, as it always does. Okay, so now I'm just adding some was that? Oh, I added vanilla. I thought I put chocolate chips in there, but I actually did put chocolate chips later. The recipe didn't call for vanilla, but I just decided to add vanilla on my own because when you're baking a pastry, you need to put vanilla in it. Vanilla extract from Mexico. If you're a real one, you get your shit from Mexico. Or if you're from Texas, you just go to San Antonio and go to the Riverwalk and you get you some Mexican vanilla extract. Shout out to all the Texans out there, you feel me? Okay, so now we're adding the bananas. The first 2 bananas that I added, they were like naturally ripe bananas, but the second 2, they weren't ripe at first, so I had to put them in the oven on, I think it was 400 for like, I don't remember, maybe an hour. Once again, guys, I'm not a professional. You know, this is experimental purposes only, for entertainment. So, you know, just calm down. You know, I know I'm not being very professional, but like, just calm down. Just enjoy the ride. But anyway, I'm adding the mashed up, not potatoes, the mashed up bananas into the batter to make a banana bread. And we're just gonna mix that. They said not to overmix. I really don't know what that means. I don't know how you know when you overmix. You know what I'm saying? But I was trying my hardest, you know, to be reasonable with my amount of mixing. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you how much butter I added. I added a 1/4 cup or half a stick of butter. Okay, so now we're adding some chopped pecans or pecans, whatever you like to call it. And then we're also adding some semi-sweet chocolate chips. Some people, you don't have to put the nuts in there. You don't have to put the chocolate in there. You could just leave it plain Jane. But I wanted to do it up because the last couple of times I tried to make banana bread, it just went terrible. And I knew that this was gonna go well, so I was like, why not just add some chocolate to it just to give it that oomph, you feel me? So this is where things kind of went wrong with the parchment paper again. Like, I was having the worst time. Like, it was terrible. So I ended up just ditching the parchment paper completely, and then I placed it into the dirty ass oven that needs to be cleaned. I hate cleaning the oven because it makes your house just smell like it's burning down. I hate that smell. And as you can see, the banana bread came out looking great, scrumptious, decadent. What's another word? Succulent. It was like so soft and warm and squishy. It felt like a cat. Like, if you have a cat, you know exactly what I mean. Like, it was just so squishy. But overall, I rate this banana bread, or at least how I made it, I give myself an 8.5 out of 10. Because I did kind of mess up the recipe a little bit with the butter. I probably could have put a little bit more sugar in there, but I like that it wasn't too sweet because you really could eat it in the morning for breakfast. Because you don't want to eat a dessert for breakfast. But anyways, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.